maybe 12. Thank you. Middle line maybe adjust just a little forward. Welcome, yogis. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Happy Wednesday. Glad you made it. Safe and sound. I'd like to make an exciting announcement. This gentleman right here, Matt, and I will be hosting a conscious cannabis ceremony on February 13th. That's a Saturday, from 2 to 4:30 p.m. There's more details on the flyers throughout the building. Basically, we will be using cannabis in a ritual fashion, as many cultures have for centuries, to add, again, another layer, another embellishment to our path to self. It will include a 90-minute yoga practice, as well as tea, and a little social time to share and sort of digest the whole experience. Great community event. If you have more questions about the details, the logistics, etc., please reach out to either of us, and we'd love to talk about it. I'd like to add too, if for any reason you're not looking for so much the psychoactive experience, which you'd get from THC, CBD is also an option that can be used in the same ceremonial ritual fashion to enhance your experience. Okay. Thank you for listening to that. Still a mask ordinance in the state of Colorado. If it is unsafe for you to practice, or you have a medical condition, only you can exempt yourself within the four corners of your mat. I will be not wearing a mask under this exemption. Okay, thank you. Welcome, yogis at home. Nice to see you. Let me get my earbud. There's my face up close. If you like to use the playlist, we'll cue it up in 3, 2, 1, play. All right, we're going to begin in a wide knee table. I'd love for you to take some free movements there. So knees almost like child's, feet together or wide, not really a big deal, but just a little openness along your inner legs as you move in space. Build your breath here, the middle of the week, the end of the day. Take this opportunity to clear your mental and emotional space through a very simple practice of deep, full breaths. Soften your neckline, your jawline,
Space behind your eyes, bridge of your nose. Find that quality of decompression. Couple more breaths as you settle into your body. Notice your vibrations. Notice the subtle resonance. As you drop into the present. Excellent. Complete your rotations. Make your way back again to the wide knee table. Stack shoulders over wrists, knees slightly wider than your hips. Inhale your right arm to the sky. Anchor down through your left palm. Nice open twist broad across your chest. Exhale, thread under your torso. Slice to the left side. Come onto your outer shoulder and the side of your head. You're welcome to keep your hips upright, or maybe soften them towards your heels. Continue to build full, round, rhythmic breaths. Full inhale and exhale. Bring your weight into your palm as you inhale, open twist, right side, fingers high, long spine. Exhale, return, wide knee table. Left arm, inhale, up and out. Exhale, thread, outer arm, side of your head. A little more focus today on that quality of emptiness, even stillness. Regardless of what's happening in this room, the sound of my voice, the music, see if you can maintain that quiet inner center. I'd love for you to observe throughout practice today what surfaces from this space. Full breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, unwind, reach high. Exhale, return, tuck your toes, make your way to down dog. Pedal, pedal. Shake your head, yes and no. Spread your fingers wide, anchor through your palms. And reach your hips to the sky. Bend your knees, lift your hips even higher, and then exhale. Extend your legs, hips, heels toward your mat. Stay for your in. Exhale, walk your feet 1 foot pad forward towards your wrist creases. Now bring your left palm to your outer right ankle, edge of your foot, could be your calf. Your heels don't have to be all the way down, but adjust your stance so you don't have to overexert in order to make the grab. Keep lifting through your hips, lengthening the back line of your legs. Stay for your in. Exhale, return to this close-legged down dog. And once again, opposite side, left palm, outer ankle, edge of your foot, shin or calf. Pull your chest towards that triangle. Soft neck and jaw. Full breath, inhale. Exhale, release. Back to a traditional down dog. Bend your knees, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale for ragdoll, top of your mat. Encourage wide stance, knees bent. Hang heavy. Continue to release, build up in your face, your neck, your jaw. Indeed, your shoulders, your mid-back, space behind your heart. Invoke a natural release of any stress or tension thus far. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, release your arms to the earth or shins, feet to hip width or toes touch. Halfway lift, pause here, long along the back line of your legs. Hips back, crown forward, stay in hand. Exhale, fold, linger. Yeah, soft calf, soft hamstring, softness behind your knees. Slowly inhale, upward salute, arms out and up as you rise to standing. Exhale, prayer hands to heart, bow your head. A moment for intention, perhaps specifically around your inner state, the subtle layers, always at your disposal, but first stillness is required. Peace, presence. Excellent. Inhale, sweep. Right hand to your left wrist. Step your left foot behind you and Shiva side bend. Little bend in your knees. Hips to the left, arms to the right. Rotate slightly, right armpit forward, left armpit back, chin from chest. Keep your arms bound. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, Urdhva, toes touch, arms high. Exhale, switch, left hand, right wrist, step behind, and create an arc along your side body. Soft chin, soft jaw, soft palate. Center inhale, stand tall. Again, exhale, left side. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Inhale, Urdhva, reach high, toes touch. Exhale, fold with a long back. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to plank, top of a push-up. Pause. Corkscrew your legs up and in. Reach to the space behind you through your heels. Towards the space in front of you through your crown. Gaze forward and down. Inhale, tuck pubic to navel. Exhale, chaturanga all the way. Fingertips wide, elbows bent like a spider. Press down to the tops of your feet and lift your heart. Super Cobra. Exhale, lower, chest to your mat. Two more. Inhale, rise, strong legs. Knees away from your mat, tops of your feet active. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale. Hug shoulder blades, gaze forward, lift through your crown. Exhale, release, make your way to down dog. That is an optional flow today. Of course, a more common up dog cobra is welcome. Or perhaps something else. Indeed, in addition, you're welcome to skip our connecting vinyasas at any point. Full breath in and out. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Top of your mat, exhale. Inhale, sweep, arms to the sky. Shiva side bend, right to left. And arch. Just once, inhale, center, toes touch, arms high. Exhale, left to right. Good, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Your vinyasa. Full breath, inhale. And exhale. Right leg, inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, coil, cat spine, then step right thumb. We'll start in a lunge here as we prep for pyramid pulses, more of a variation on pyramid. First, let your hips fall, keep your chest forward. Maybe come up onto fingertips, this will give you space. Stay for your in-breath. As you exhale, extend your front leg, round your back, hips high, option to flex your front toes to shins, chin to chest. Stay inhale. Exhale, lunge deep, hips low. Exhale, round spine. And inhale, lunge. Exhale, last time. Inhale, hips low. Stay for your exhale, heart forward. Inhale, step back plank, top of a push-up. Your vinyasa with your out breath. Left leg, up and back. Knee to nose, just like a cat. Step left thumb. Once again, maybe come up onto fingers. Let your hips sink. Keep your chest broad. Shoulders hug to the space behind you. Stay, inhale. Exhale, round your back. Straight leg, option to flex. Chin to chest. Inhale, lunge. Bend your knee. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Through lunge, inhale. Step back to plank, top of a push-up. Your vinyasa. Full breath in. Full breath out. Again, that inner stillness, that sanctuary, that quiet place where even the most subtle energy is noticed, observed, adhered to. Right leg, inhale. Exhale, coil and step, right thumb, back knee down, monkey lunge. Inhale, arms to the sky, devotional. Biceps to ears with prayer hands, or separate. Maybe spiral pinkies in towards your midline. Palms face behind, active fingers, little back bend here. Stay in half. Exhale, flying half, rock back, straight front leg, airplane your arms. Long back, look forward. Find this quality of flight. Good, inhale, devotion. Exhale, glide. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hands to the earth, tuck back toes. High plank. Your flow. Left leg, inhale. Coil, exhale, left thumb. Back knee down. Tuck back toes or keep the top of your foot down. Inhale, arms sweep. With as much energy as you give to soft hips towards your mat, reach high towards the heavens. Stay in, soft neck, soft jaw. Exhale, glide, flying half. Flex your toes, keep your spine long. Hug shoulder blades. 2 more in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hands to the earth. High plank. Your flow. Full breath in. And out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Right leg, up and back. Exhale, squeeze, step right thumb. Find a lunge. Pivot your toes to the right. Come to the outer edge of your back foot. Lounge lizard here, hips low, reach straight back and gaze back. Find stability. Make sure your bottom wrist is under your shoulder. Excellent. Engage the outer edge of your bottom foot. Inhale, arch, trace the sky. Reach forward, lift your hip. And exhale, return. Slow it down even more. Inhale. Easy rest. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, trace. Pivot, exhale, lunge, face the front. High plank, one breath. Your flow. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, squeeze and step. Once again, find a line. Toes to the left this time, outer edge of your back foot. Right palm just under your shoulder. Reach back, gaze back. Good. Inhale, hips high, trace and reach. Exhale, return. Inhale, glide slowly. Exhale. Like a pendulum, inhale. Exhale. Last time, friends, inhale, length. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, plank. Your vinyasa. Five breaths. Return to your center. That spacious realm where even amidst chaos, there is quiet, there is peace. And again, what rises to the surface in this place? What message, what insight, what teaching? What reflection does the infinite self have? Full breath in, full breath out. Stay for your in, table exhale. Okay, right leg straight back. Left arm forward, thumb to the sky. Level your body out. So lift your back leg a bit more, lower your chest. Maybe tuck back toes for stability, corkscrew your lifted leg. Up and in. Stay, inhale, gaze straight down, shoulder blades hug. Exhale, elbow to knee, round your spine. Inhale, extend. Again, compress, exhale. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze and hold. 3. Hollow out your belly. Lift through the back of your heart. 2. 1. Inhale, first length. Leg back, arm forward. Exhale, table. Good. Reset for a moment. If there's any stickiness in your wrist, fingers, jaw, neck, let it go. Excellent. Left leg back. Right arm forward. Thumb to the sky. Now again, lower your chest a bit. Lift your back leg. Stay strong. Find the danda, the line. Stay, inhale. Elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we'll hold. 3. Belly to spine. Back of your heart to the sky. 2. 1. Inhale, reach. Table, exhale. Hips over knees. Once again, any stickiness in your wrists, relieve it. Then send your palms top corners. Inhale, long spine. A little roundness, actually. Exhale, chest to your mat. Anahatasana. Melting heart. Although the crown is often associated with our source of insight, intuition, especially third eye, not to take anything away from that, but when we see our centers, our main channels, we see the heart directly in the middle. And from this, may we possibly gather that the heart is a bridge between heaven and earth. May we lead with this quality. And always stay open. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale through table. Exhale to down dog. Full breath inhale. And exhale. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, step between your palms, heel to arch. Inhale, open up, warrior two, trace the path of the sun. Linger for a moment, find your stance. See if you can align your front knee with your second or even third toe. So engage the outer line of your front leg. Extend it to the mirrored wall. That's good. Stay for your inhale. As you exhale, bring chin over heart and bend your elbows. Not so much a back bend. We call these pull downs. Hips nice and low. Squeeze your elbow tips towards each other behind you. Yes, feel that strength. Fingers wide. As you inhale, prayer hands above you. Extend your front leg. And then as you exhale, pull down, bend elbows. Sink into your lunge. Excellent. 3 more in. And out. Yes, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Through Vira 2, gaze forward, flip your palm, inhale, reverse triangle. So reach up and back as you extend your front leg. Possibly adjust your back foot toward your front heel. Stay for your in-breath, reach higher. Exhale, Trikonasana, hips back. Extend your front arm forward and your torso, then tick-tock your arms, 6 and 12. Excellent. Allow your top hip to unravel. Engage your bottom hand into leg, and your leg into your bottom hand. So you can press your left shoulder forward and pull your right shoulder back. That's excellent. Stay for your in. As you exhale, top palm over your top hip. Good. Inhale, slice forward. Use the momentum to, again, twist your heart up. Exhale, palm back, top hip. Again, inhale, slice. Front of your space. Exhale, back the way you came. Last time, inhale, slice. Linger for your exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. Good. Exhale your hands to the earth. Inhale, pause, lengthen crown to back heel. Exhale, pivot, quarter turn right, wide side of your mat. Toes in, heels out, palms under shoulders. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Option to take peace fingers with, or take your big toes with your peace fingers. Focus on the back line of your legs. See if you can form a 90 with your biceps and forearms. Weight in the balls of your feet. Release your grip, palms under shoulders. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, pivot, face the front, left foot forward. Inhale, plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Right leg, inhale, up and back. Knee to nose, step between, heel to arch. Inhale, open up, right leg forward, yogis. Unless you did right leg already, then, you know, switch it up. Good. Reach in opposing directions to broaden your chest. Again, the heart, the bridge. And coil your bottom ribs to give you sustainability, support, vitality. Stay for your in. Exhale, bend your elbows, chin over heart. Fingers spread wide. Again, elbow tips towards each other behind you. Feel that squeeze. Excellent. Inhale, extend front leg, arms high. Exhale, pull down. Deep bend. Excellent. 3 more. In. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Through Virati, gaze forward, flip your palm, reverse triangle. Extend your front leg and reach up and back. Gorgeous expressions. Soft neck and jaw, especially everyone gazing up. Soft eyeballs. Stay for your in. Hips back, stay long. Triangle pose. Tick-tock your arms. Always dandas to be found within our asana. So this time, hips back. Crown of your head forward. Feel that length along your side bodies. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Stay for your in. Exhale, top palm, top hip. Inhale, slice forward. Use the movement to open your chest. Exhale, palm back, top hip. Inhale, slice. Equalize the weight in your feet. Find stability. Exhale. Inhale, forward. Pause for your exhale. Inhale, Trikonasana reverse. Exhale, hands to the earth. Find a lunge. Pause, inhale, lengthen crown to back heel. Exhale, Skandasana. So pivot left, bend your left knee. Come on to your right heel. Excellent. Now, if for any reason this just isn't feeling workable today, find half malasana where your toes point forward. That's an option. More inner thigh than back line, but that's okay. Soften your breath. See if you can bring your shoulders upright. Travel, inhale with the strength of your legs through center. Exhale, right side. Stay focused, flex toes. Continue to discover length, spaciousness. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, let's face the front. Find a lunge, right foot forward. Inhale to plank. Your vinyasa. Soften your neck, your jaw, shake it out a bit. Full breath, inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Left leg, inhale, up and back. Knee to nose, step left thumb. Set up warrior 1 feet. So back heel down. Form a 45-degree angle with your back foot. Inhale, arms forward and up, rise. I like hip width in this shape, little spaciousness to level out your hips. Press your right hip tip forward and pull your left hip tip back. Coil bottom ribs. Notice if you're sticking your belly out. Excellent. Deep breath in. Exhale, free humble. Simply bow, airplane your arms. Torso in front, inside your front leg. Zip up your inner legs, level it out. Well done. 2 more. Inhale, Vira 1. Exhale, bow. Reverence to the self. The inner guide, inhale. Exhale. Vira 1, inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Come onto your back toes, starting a lunge. Fingertips forward, inhale, grounded. Airplane, lift your right leg. Just like a halfway lift, friends. Find length along your standing leg. Shoulder blades hug. Stay for your in. Exhale, standing splits. Fold to your standing leg. Lift your back heel to the sky. Everyone's favorite, I know. One or both hands to your standing leg, just an option. Maybe add traction. Keep scissoring your legs, inner thighs towards each other. A level hip posture. Stay for your in. Exhale all the way back, toes down, hands to the earth, find a lunge. Lower your back knee. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, rock back, half splits. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Linger, continue to pulse. Variations welcome. Spaciousness in your breath, in your mind, in your heart. Enjoy the freedom of emptiness. It's good. Slowly to a half lift, no rush, especially those of you embellishing. Long spine. Exhale, bend your front leg, find a lunge. Inhale, plank. Your flow. Right leg, inhale. Knee to nose, right thumb. Warrior 1 feet. Once again, give yourself some space. Back heel down, 45 angle. Arms forward and up, rise. Now, without paying too much attention, simply zip up your inner legs. Watch what your hips do in the mirror. Back heel down, yogis. Good. Stay for your in-breath. Free humble once again. Airplane your arms. Bow towards the earth. Shoulder blades hug. Good. 2 more in. Exhale. Keep squeezing along your inner legs. 1 more in. And out. 0-1, inhale. Hands to the earth, find a lunge. Tuck back toes, fingertips forward, left leg up. Grounded airplane. Left hip tip down, yogis. Press to the ball of your back foot, spread your toes. Deep breath in. Standing splits, fold. So heel higher, crown lower. Maybe add traction with one or both hands. Work towards extension of your standing leg, straight and strong. Stay for your in, soft neck and jaw. Exhale, toes down, hands to the earth, lunge. Back knee down. Pause, inhale. Exhale, rock back, half splits. Inhale, half lifts. Exhale, fold. Dig your front heel into your mat and lift your sits bones up and back. Well done. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to lunge. High plank, inhale. Your vinyasa. Full breath in. Whoa. Full breath out. Once again, inhale. And exhale. Okay, we're going to have some fun here, all right? So let's keep it fun. Maybe out of our league, but that's okay. We'll keep it fun. All right, full breath in. We're going to embellish on the neutral wave. That's the one we just did. And just stay present. Lots of stages, lots of options. Full breath in. Full breath out. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, step left thumb. Warrior 1 feet. Inhale, rise, Vera 1. Engage your inner legs. Level out your hips. Exhale, airplane. Bow towards the earth. Pinky fingers towards each other. Excellent. Inhale, Vera 1. Now, exhale, hands to the earth. Keep your Vera 1 legs Now, nudge your left shoulder under your left knee. Good. Got some stability now. Now, bring your right fingertips out wide, almost like Super Cobra. Come up high on your fingers. Now, bring your left palm to your ankle, right behind you. This is called head to ankle. Now, friends, stay with this. Bring your hips nice and low, hug shoulder blades, create length, or begin to drag your back toes and lift them to the sky. A variation on super soldier, some call this head to ankle. Play with it, friends. Just like Warrior One, you're moving towards neutral hip. So your hip may open a bit, but engage your inner legs to shut it. Excellent. Slowly release. Back toes down. Back knee down. We'll set up lizard. Walk your front toes to the edge of your mat. Slightly externally rotate. Stay for your in. Keep upright. Or come to forearms. Bow your head towards your mat. Chin to chest. Linger here. This is a great pulse to find, or a great shape to find some movements. Liquefy your base, your hips. Allow your pelvis to unravel. Very nice. Stay where you are, or come with me. Lift your torso, left palm to inner thigh. Pause, inhale. As you exhale, roll on the outer edge of your foot. Press in your inner leg. Turn your chest up to the ceiling. Allow your hips to settle. Give the weight of them towards the earth. Stay for your in. Exhale, release through lizard. Tuck back toes. Make your way to down dog. Pedal for a moment. Option to flow, of course. All right, let's do it again. Full breath, inhale. And exhale. Right leg, inhale, up and back. Exhale, coil and step. Warrior One feet. Inhale, arms forward and up. Engage your inner legs. Back heel down. Good. Exhale, bow. Free humble. Inhale, Vera One. Exhale, hands to the earth. Keep your Vera One legs. Maybe walk your back foot behind you a bit, but keep all four corners planted, so you don't want to be up on the ball. Now, first stage, shoulder bone to the space behind your knee. Right palm, the back of your ankle. Excellent. Now level out your hips. Keep zipping up your inner legs. Right hip back, left hip forward. Left fingertips wide, just like Cobra. And start to play with it. Bring your foot and weight into your front foot. Drag your back toes and extend your leg to the sky. Effort and ease, yogis. I'm so glad you can laugh. Remember, hips towards neutral. Not quite open, not quite closed. Your inner legs are the key. Soft neck and jaw, stay with it. Inhale. Exhale, toes to the earth with grace. Back knee down. Walk your front foot outside your wrist. Set up lizard. Maybe nudge your knee behind you. Stay, inhale. Exhale, option to come to forearms. Crown towards your mat. Chin to chest. And I invite you to find liquid movement here. A little water. Our hips are all shaped so differently, like our faces, like our heads, like our fingerprints. Use your inner guide to address your body. That's good. Stay with this, or we'll set up winged lizard. Right palm, front thigh. Stay for an inhale. As you exhale, press into your inner leg, hips toward your mat. Maybe roll onto the outer edge of your front foot. Allow your shoulder blades to collapse in towards each other. Again, your chest broad. The bridge clear and open. Stay for your in. Exhale, release through center. Stay for your inhale. Exhale to down dog, option to flow. Stay for your inhale. Exhale to your knees and then to your seat. Now, I forgot to announce this. Some of you already did it. If your hamstrings are really tight, which is totally normal and natural, maybe grab a strap. They're here in the corner of the room. And don't worry, I'll clean them afterwards, and they are cleaned after every use. So just an option. For those of you who know Heron, that's where we're going. Crown Chasana is another name for it. Anyway, we'll try the first side, see how it goes. And again, you're welcome to grab a strap at any point. So first is the traditional option. Now, on my right side, this is not accessible for me. So check in with your knee, check in with the top of your feet, this whole area. If for any reason this is not happening, you can always take the Janu option, sole of your foot to inner leg, just as effective. Pain does not define our practice, right? So bend your right, switch it up. Bend your right leg, yeah. And I'll demo we'll do this together. I'll use a strap. So grab your strap if you're using one, bring it around the ball of your right foot, and take all the slack out. For the rest of you, hands to the outer edges. Now, take a moment here, root down through your seat, press down, and lift your chest, lift your head, even your chin slightly. Good. Now, extend your leg. Now, once you do this, allow for the slack to slowly release until your leg is, for the most part, straight, right? Now begin to pull by bending your elbows, not in your shoulders. Use your biceps. Bend your elbows. Pull your toes towards your nose. And press your nose toward your toes. Now continue to actively root through your seat and lift through your crown. So your chest is open. Not this, right? Boom. All right. So for those of you with a strap, just hold it with one hand. Everyone else, right arm to the sky. We'll linger here. Keep pulling, toes to nose, nose to toes. Stay for your in. Release slowly. All right. So if you want to pedal forward and back before we move on, that's an option, or side to side. Good. Left leg long. Sole of your foot to inner thigh. Or, again, you do have the option to take this. I'm not saying you can't. Just make sure you're not in pain. All right. So bend your left leg. Strap around the ball of your foot. Knee bent. Now before you do anything, down through your seat, up through your chest. Good. And then move towards extension of your leg. Release as much slack as you need to get your leg, for the most part, straight. Press your heel away from your body and pull your toes towards your body. Long spine, shoulder blades hug. And now again, toes to nose, nose to toes. Bend your elbows. Try to get your shoulders out of the equation. Full breath, inhale. Exhale, toes even higher. Stay with this, or Left arm to the sky. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, release. Once again, you can windshield side to side or pedal forward and back. Crown Chasana, also known as Heron Pose. Good. Now make your way to down dog. Full breath in and out. Right leg in half. Half pigeon. Knee to your wrist, heel to your groin. Other setups are welcome, of course. Extend your back leg, arch your back. Hips towards your mat. Exhale, fold. We travel down the arc of our practice yet again. Take advantage of these still moments to uncover the richness that exists beneath the obvious. Full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring your torso upright. Stay for your exhale, arch your back. Inhale your leg to the sky. Bend your knee, take open hip movements. Option to invert. Three leg inhale. Exhale, down dog. Left leg. Half pitch. Go through the stages. Magnetize your hips to the core of the earth below. Fold to your depth. Avoid force. Avoid anything excess. Continue to observe the space from which your own inner guidance system can emerge. It seems we're always seeking answers to questions, advice on our own decisions. Take this time to find counsel within yourself. And the key is to allow, not to demand, not to expect. To patiently allow. The trusting heart. Full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your chest, inhale. Stay for your exhale, little arch. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Once again, your pathway. We'll meet all the way on our backs, so take your time. Once you arrive, give yourself a hug. No rush, yogis. Release your left leg, those of you in seed pose or supine frog. Stay for an in-breath, flex your toes, ground your back in sacrum. Exhale, supine twist to your left. T or cactus, your arms. Bring your shoulder blades to your mat. Gaze right if you'd like to stretch your neck. Full breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale back through center, both knees in. Spine down, sacrum down, chin slightly tucked. Release your right leg. Stay for an in. Right side. To your cactus. Gaze left. Full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through center, happy baby. This final shape I'll offer you today. If you'd like to do anything else, you're welcome. We'll meet in Shavasana. A time to receive, a time to tune in to your own inner guidance system. If you'd like some more time, you're always welcome. Or begin to deepen your breath as you do gentle movements. Full body stretch. Either side. Linger in the soma, the nectar. Your journey to the self on this day. Our sadhana, our practice. Slowly, a tall seat. Her hands. Bow your head towards your fingers. Take time to seal in your own unique way as you honor the self, the wise one within, the infinite consciousness. Thumbs to third eye, inhale. Exhale, bow. Namaste. Wonderful practice, yogis. Thank you. You're welcome. If you have questions, comments, concerns, I'm always available. Thanks, friends at home. We'll see you next time. Have a lovely evening.